of it?
Say that's the ticket. Just gotta watch those levers there.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't all that efficient. All right, guys, we have an order. Oh, here comes the gorilla bear. Getting cozy in here. It's cozy cup. All right, guys, so.
This is a lot bigger than my cozy.
We have an order for a cord of green wood that we have to deliver later this week. So I know that this can, from measurements I did a long time ago, I'm pretty sure it'll fit like 2 cords flat to the top. But we're just gonna measure and mark it on the can with some spray paint, just to be sure. And because we're gonna load it up off the conveyor, we're gonna go off the generally accepted rule of thumb that a stacked cord of wood is 128 cubic feet, a loosely tossed in, off a conveyor, whatever have you, cord of wood is 180 cubic feet. So with that being said, I have my lovely assistant over here, Cheese. Yeah. Let's see what we got. So we are 7 feet 6 inches. So 7.5 by 5. It's not even cold out. I don't know why I'm wearing these gloves. 7.5 by 10. 7.5 by 10 by 4.5. So 7.5 by 10 by 4.5. Who can do it faster? 7.5 times 4.5 times 10.
337.5.
No.
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 All right.
Unless I'm drastically wrong, but
You said 7.5
wait,
times
7.5 times 10 times 4.5. Oh, you are right. I did it wrong.
Hey, look at me.
There we go. Okay, so divide that. 337.5 divided by 180. Yeah, so we can fit 1.8 cords loose in this if it's flat to the top. Obviously, if I wanted to do 2 cords, we could just mount it up a little bit to get that extra, like 0.2 worth of wood or whatever that is. So that being said, we have 2 constants in the width of the can and the length of the can. That is not going to change. So that is 10 times 7.5 equals 75 cubic feet. And then we'll multiply that by 2 is 150. So we're getting close. So 2 would be the height that we would have to load it to. So 7.5 times 10 times 3. Too much. 225. So let's do 2.5. 7.5 times 10 times 2.5 equals 187.5. So that's marking it 2.5 feet up, which, like I said, roughly half the height, of the can, because you could basically, the walls are 4.5 feet. So we're gonna mark out a couple dots all around the can here to just signify 2.5 feet. I'm totally happy to give 7.5 extra cubic feet to any customers. That way I'd rather give more than less, So that's what we're gonna do. Chris is going to use the Mingo marker. I am going to find the 2.5 feet. 1, 2.5 is right here. So back that puppy up. Okay. Yeah, you got to do it faster than that. Going to have to be quicker than that. Okay, now 2.5 again, right there. Boom. middle. Yeah, quick. Oh, that was a good one. That was good. All right, one more up here, just so we know. Boom. Boom. Okay, guys, so we got marks going all the way around the walls of the dumpster can. So, you know, now it should be easier to tell how much wood is in here. And yeah, we'll just have to, you know, try and rake it as even as possible. And, you know, I have a feeling if anything, we're gonna give them way more wood than less wood, because it's gonna be hard to rake it even. Yeah. So, okay, here we go. Splitting for 45 minutes total, and this is the amount of wood that we have in the dumpster can here. Now granted, you know, the front needs to be pushed down significantly. The back is well above the level. Yeah, Chris, well, it's hard for them to see over there, but yeah, I mean, we're probably a good 2 feet in the center off the conveyor up above the line. So we're gonna do some wood chucking and level this stuff in. But I think honestly we're pretty close, which would make sense because we can normally do about a cord in an hour. So we're gonna get this leveled out and keep on going. All right, guys, we got the little turbo incinerator going here. This little addition helps so much burn up all this wet scrap. Geez, rake it in, show them what it does. The wet stuff. You see, we just got a little flex pipe down there, and we just, you know, load from the back. It starts drying out, push it forward, that stuff's gone in a jiffy. Shovel it right out. The hardest part, honestly, is just building the fire in the first place, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore, thanks to Ken and Danny and their awesome fire starter from York Firewood. Oh, we should stand this way. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up. It's obviously dark. I forgot to bring out the power station, so
just been running off the little magnetic big tool rack lights, but so far so good. We leveled out the can, got the front and the rear of it up to the 2.5 foot mark. So now we just have a divot in the center. Got to fill that in. Maybe like 10, 15 more minutes splitting, which again makes sense because it normally takes us about an hour to do a cord. So we'll be back, you know, tomorrow or whenever to finish it up. So see you then. What do you got to say?
I got nothing.
That's not new.
Yeah. Fire's nice and warm. I'd love to stay out here, but like Jake said, it's getting way too dark for us to keep going.
Yeah, so it's gonna wrap it up. See ya. Okay guys, I'm back out here the next day. I just got started to get the burn barrel going. I just wanted to show you the amount of wood that we got in the dumpster can because I know it was getting dark last night. Chris and I could barely see what we were doing, so I doubt you guys were able to see either. So we split for about 45 minutes and this is the amount that we got in the can. So as you can see, Chris and I came through and basically evened it out. We're almost up to all of the orange dots that we marked out that would be a cord. We threw wood from the center and kind of brought it out to the sides. That way we could just run the rest of the wood down off the grizzly bars and it should fill it up. But as you can see, we are pretty close to being fully filled up here. So I think I said this yesterday, but it makes sense. We normally do a cord in about an hour, so why should this be any different? So far, I think this has been working out pretty well. I think it would work better if we were able to get the dumpster can oriented the other way, so that way I could drive in like with the tractor and kind of level out or push down the pile with the tractor instead of having to do it by hand. I am currently looking for another dumpster can, so if there's anybody in the southwestern Connecticut area that knows of somebody selling a hook lift dumpster can with a 36-inch hook height, let me know. But I already have a couple leads on a few of them that I've been looking at, just kind of pricing them out, trying to see what would best suit my needs. But for all of you that said a couple videos back that I should do a bulk bin, getting a second dumpster can is basically like building a bulk bin, except in my mind there's a couple major advantages. First advantage being I don't actually have to pour concrete. I don't have to spend all the time getting the area to grade and like just building forms and paying for concrete and all of that stuff, all of which would take time and money, and it's kind of expertise that I don't have, so I would have to entrust the help of some other people that know a little bit more about that stuff. I'm sure I'm capable of doing it, but I think it's just going to be a lot of work to excavate out the area and get it, to grade, and then I have to buy mafia block and stuff like that. The second advantage of doing a dumpster can kind of thing is that the dumpster can would be not only serve as a bulk bin when using it for firewood, but I would also be able to use it as a dumpster can or a dump truck, or go rent it out to somebody that needs a dumpster can. It's multi-use, whereas a bulk bin would just be a concrete slab. It would just basically be a bunch of concrete in one spot. It's not like it's moving. You can't really use it for anything else. So for me, I think a dumpster can, although it might be a little bit smaller than a purpose-built bulk bin, I think it would work better for me because I would be able to use it for more than one thing, which I see as being an advantage. So let me know what you think down below about the potential of using a dumpster for a firewood bulk bin. Obviously, I would, get some ramps or something, build some ramps for the tractor to not have to go up and down that, the edge of it every time like I was doing. But I think it would work out well, and I would be able to use the tractor to knock down the pile. I would love to get more of my customers to start buying green firewood because it would take up less room in my wood yard. I would be able to do it to order, a year in advance, give me plenty of time, and hopefully cut down on the fall, early winter rush of, when everybody, starts seeing that it gets cold, they're like, oh my God, I need firewood. So I think that would help out as well. So this is just the beginning. Hopefully we can get more people on the green firewood train. But for now, we just got this one customer, and let's get it all wrapped up. Okay guys, took about 10 minutes. Chris said that we should have enough in here to, fill it up. So I'm just gonna spread it all out, make sure that we're good to go. And that'll be the end of the cord. I mean, that basically took us 55 minutes total between yesterday and today of splitting time. So I'm gonna throw this stuff around. We'll see how we get. Okay, so here it is, all laid out. As you can see, we are up above all of the orange dots, going all the way around. So I am confident that this is definitely more than a cord, because if you guys remember, going 2.5 foot up actually brought us, I believe, to 187.5 cubic feet. So we were 7 cubic feet over to begin with, and now we're up over, all those orange dots. So no question in my mind that this is a full, true cord, and that the customer is going to be happy. So that's great. We got that done in an hour. If, like I said before, if we could keep selling green cords, and maybe I will start advertising more green cords, that would be great. So it's just a lot easier for us. We could do it direct to order, don't have to sit on it for a year taking up space in the wood yard. And like I said, it would help me out come this time of year for all my smaller orders of like third of cords and quarter cords. So guys, we were obviously able to get the can on the back of the truck with little issue. The one thing that we are running into here is this, wow, it's smoky, is the fact that we need to excavate here, you know, this side that like bumps out a little here, and then I just like to push back this whole, you know, like we're not gonna dig into the roots of this tree, they're well down below the surface, but like out here I'd like to dig out a little bit just to give ourselves a little bit more room, and then obviously push back here. We're gonna need to get a bigger machine to do something with that rock, I'm guessing, but I don't think the rock is really so much the issue. The rock can probably stay. We just really need to like kind of dig out in front of it and back here where it kind of grades back. I had never intended on putting the dumpster can back here, but I think it's working out pretty well, and the more room that we can have, you know, the better. Honestly, it would be ideal if we were able to get like a little road to actually go all the way around the shelter, which I think we could basically do pretty easily. We just need a little bit more digging power than probably the tractor. We need either the skid steer here or a mini excavator. But Chris got something coming to his place this weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be filming that for sure. But look at that big shit-eating grin on your face.
Yeah.
He's all excited. Oh yeah, it's definitely, it's got cheese written all over it. But we're both excited to go pick it up. So stay tuned for that one. So guys, I'll probably throw a clip of dumping this, you know, cord of greenwood in here, but that'll probably be tomorrow because it's starting to get dark, and I promised Sarah that we would decorate the Christmas tree tonight. So we're gonna wrap up this video here. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I think we're doing better. I think like 65% of people have not subscribed that regularly watch the channel. So if you haven't done that, hit that button down below. It would really help us out. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Questions, comments, feedback on how we can improve the process, or you know, just anything in general, throw it down below. But for now, I'm Jake.
And I'm Chris.
This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys here next time. They are good. They know exactly every time. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the dog started barking every time. All right, guys, there's the cord. Looks good, right where the customer wanted.